3 years ago, me, my brother Billy, and his fiancée Gwendolyn took on the mammoth task of restoring this stunning French chateau. At first, it was just the three of us. But since then, the whole family has moved in to help bring this place back to its former glory. And not forgetting the newest family member, baby Ernest. We do everything ourselves, from fixing the leaky roof, managing the vast 60-acre estate, to restoring the grand interiors back to the way they were 100 years ago. It's not always easy, but that's what makes life in a place like this interesting. My name's Michael, and I'm going to be showing you what it's like to live, work, and play at Chateau de la Basmaignee.
This is a job I've been waiting to see happen for a long time, Sean.
Yeah, we do.
A very long time. And this was meant to be done months ago.
Yeah, a few little setbacks.
Well, we couldn't do it because we had to replace all the joists and the main beam, put this A-frame thing in as well.
So that set
us back thousands and months. But finally, we're putting the floorboards down. So these are the oak floorboards that I had made by a local carpenter using Mayenne oak, which we're in the Mayenne region. So it's French, locally sourced oak, and they're all hand milled by a carpenter, Paddy. And we're doing something quite interesting. Now, a lot of people, what do they do now? How do they fix these floorboards down nowadays, Sean?
Mostly with a nail,
a nail gun.
You've got a 45 degree there, and they
hit
it, and it whacks the nail through the tongue, so it's hidden fixings.
I didn't want that, did I?
No. We didn't want to do it the easiest way.
What I've bought is, have we got any of them up here?
Yeah.
What I bought is, I found online these. So that is a cut nail, and they are what they used to use years ago to put floorboards down. And they're actually slightly better than modern nails because they only exert pressure along the flat side, like that way, basically along the floorboard, so they don't tend to split them. And they're much stronger and resistant to twisting.
Yeah, it's a bit of holding force.
Yeah, and that's it. And then, well, obviously, this one's not been banged in properly, but when it's banged in flat, you get these lovely little old vintage-looking nail heads. So we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, plenty of bruised knuckles.
Go on then, Sean. Send it home. Lovely. I've just been to the post office for the Patreon Christmas cards, and I've just bought the first batch. This is 300 stamps. I don't think the woman's ever sold that many stamps before. She was in a right state trying to find them all, and that's only half of them. Imagine if I'd said I wanted 700 like I need.
Yeah.
So these are the international stamps, and that just cost me 425 euros. So I've got to buy another 400. So we'll get them all sent out hopefully. All right, let's go. So just floor. You like it? So we're just nailing it down at the moment. Sean's doing the cuts, and I'm putting the nails in. Does it line up with the joist that you can't see? Because some of them don't line up.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
There it is. Lines up with it.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
It's not going to line up with these nails now, look.
You want to see what's under the bed?
Let me just check. I'm going to double check.
Do you have my pencil mark right over you?
Yeah, you was right.
You was right. That's another one. Where's
That'll
another
do. There you go. Nice and rustic, done with nails the old-fashioned way. I want
About
these,
3 days.
I know, but I want these to I want them to look. I don't want them to look brand new. Okay, well, we made quite good progress in the cottage today. We managed to lay half the floorboards in there, and we are planning on laying the other half of the floorboards tomorrow, but we've run into a snag. The problem is, with the joists that we got them straight from the mill, and they were unplaned. They've got grooves in where they went through the bandsaw, and they're also all water stained and things, and they have to be sanded off tomorrow before the floorboards go down. They can't be done after. You can't get the sander against the floorboards once they're laid in the corners of the joist. It's just going to ruin the floorboards. So I'm going to have to go and work in the cottage all night to get it done. So I'm going to have dinner. The sun's just about to go down, and yeah, I'll see you a bit later in the cottage. So this is quite cool, because the cottage is absolutely freezing during the day when we're trying to work, and obviously we don't have the Arga yet. Sean had this lying around in one of his barns. It's an old potbelly stove, and we've sort of done a temporary rig up to the flue that I put in, and it's running on anthracite, so it's lovely and warm. And what I've done is, this is one of the hot plates from the Arga. And I put it on top of it, which is hot enough so we can actually boil a kettle in here and make cups of tea while I'm working. So yeah, and it's great because we've actually managed to test the flue before the Arga gets installed, and it's drawing lovely. It doesn't get hot above there because it's well insulated, and the flue pipe's holding up. I know it was going to hold up because it was an expensive one for solid fuel, but specifically for burning coke, which burns really hot. So that's working, that's keeping us warm, making me cups of tea so I can keep going through the night. I'm just going to put some more fuel in it actually. So this is the same principle of how you refuel the Arga. But this obviously is burning a lot more fuel than the Arga. This is going through like a bag a day, whereas the Arga will probably use bag over 3 days. So it's a lot more fuel efficient having an Arga, but that's what we've got for now. So you put the funnel, you have this plug here, look, it's really simple. It fills the gap. So you have the funnel, put that on. You have your fuel. This is anthracite. Ooh. You pour it through. Take that off. And close it up. That should keep me warm for a few more hours. Well, it's just coming up to 6 a.m. Dad and Sean should arrive in about 3 hours. And I'm nowhere near finished. And I get really tired. So don't know how much use I'm going to be during the day tomorrow. I can carry on, I'm sure. Sleep tomorrow night. Find time to edit. Find time to write the Patreon Christmas cards. And we'll get there in the end. It's actually really, really hard work because the problem is
The oak is not exactly dry. We did ask for demi-sec, which means half dry. But I've got a feeling this wasn't demi-sec. I'm feeling it was green oak, because as I'm sanding parts of it, I can feel steam coming up of it. So, you know, it doesn't really sand as easy as dry wood. So it takes twice as long. Yeah, I'm not complaining though. It's gonna look nice when it's done. It's just I need to hurry up.
So all of these have been sanded. That's fine. Some of them are a bit damp on the sides. You can see that one there. It's a bit darker. That's damp. I haven't sanded the very undersides of the joists because I can do that later. I mean, I did a bit of that one to see what it looked like, but I can do those later on without a problem, because the sanding little sander, that'll get under there without any problem. It's just sanding, you know, right up in the corners here, if you can see. I won't be able to get sanded right in there without scuffing the side of the new boards, so they have to be done first. You know, I'm getting there. I've done a couple, done that one. Some of the side of the main beam, which is actually black, although it's getting there. Done the sides of these ones. It's just this area here. And I don't know if you can see in this one, there are lines in the wood. And that is where when the bandsaw went through and cut these joists in the mill, obviously it left grooves and they don't look very vintage or historically accurate. So they need to be sanded out. And to actually have these, joists all planed would have cost double. So we didn't have it done. And I'm wishing we did now. But, you know, anything to save a bit of money.
Well, the sander is very loud, and I have to have the vacuum cleaner attached to it at the same time to take away the dust. And I actually used the sander earlier this afternoon without any ear defenders on. My ears were ringing, so won't be doing that again. So I have got a little trick to keep myself entertained. I've got some noise cancelling headphones, which take away a bit of the background noise. Oh, they're on. I can hear them beeping. Yeah, it's on. It's really bizarre because you put them in and all of a sudden it just goes and then it goes quiet and you can't really hear yourself. It sounds all muffled. So I've got those on. I can listen to some music, and then over the top, so all I can hear is the beautiful sound of Christmas music to get myself in the mood while I work. So I will give you an update when I've done a bit more.
Right, It's now 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've been in here for 8 hours and I've managed to do, well, not quite all of it, but these joists, this one still needs a bit done to it on this side. Most of the main beam has been sanded except for this end piece here. But I think I'm going to have to go and have a shower now and have a coffee maybe and chill out for an hour until Dad and Sean get here, and then probably carry on and do some more. Got a lot of work to do today though. Still can't go to sleep because we've got to finish laying the floorboards, get the rest of these joists sanded off, and give this place a good tidy up because it's absolutely filthy. So yeah, I'll see you back here a bit later. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you been next door?
Not yet.
I have. I lit the fire.
Oh, you lit the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it went out. I was in there all night and it went out at 4 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't light it again.
Yeah, it was clogged up in the bottom. You've got to use a poker to get all the ash out, otherwise you just go stale and the air can't get into it.
Did you see the
beams.
the joist fairy had been in?
Yeah,
Check that out in a minute.
made a good job of those.
Yeah, well, there's a couple more to do. I wondered if you might want to do a couple, Sean, because I just did 8 hours of work and
You've done the night shift, I'll do the day
did the night shift. Yeah,
no problem.
I don't mind picking up an hammer and doing a few nails today.
Just to keep you awake.
I need something to keep me awake. Maybe the noise of the hammer will keep me from going to sleep.
Any coffee, black coffee.
Yeah, actually, we've got coffee in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'll have a coffee then. Lovely. Lovely bit of coffee. Look at that. That'll be a bit of instant. What's that? Nescafe. Sans amertume. So without bitterness, apparently. Very nice. Right, Sean.
No, mate, all right.
Yeah.
I hate stop meeting like this.
I hear you've got a bit of a problem reaching this corner.
I have. I need assistance.
Oh, I can do that for
Can
you
you
if you
do
like.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to hold the camera?
That's the least I can do.
Cheers, mate. Right. Do you like puppy? Do you like the puppy? Oh. So TT and Bertie, that's his name, have become best friends. Haven't you? Oh. Little Bertie. Short for Albert. There you go. Come on then, Sean, show us your handiwork.
Have a look down there.
Wow, look. All cut around the posts really nicely.
Yep.
See, I wouldn't know what I was doing with this, so this is why Sean's doing it.
Well, we try to keep everything 100% here.
Yep,
We aim for perfection.
that's it.
Now, in this case, we might have got it.
You might have got close, yeah. You're a little bit close, yeah.
A little bit closer. But yeah, just take your time, and these little details get noticed. So
yeah, no, I'm really
especially
pleased
by
with
the
that.
boss.
Although there is the posts are not actually completely square to the room, but they had to go in. They had to go in underneath each one. But if you can see, this one has got like a sort of gap like this between the board, but then this one has got a short gap. So they're not quite square to the room, but Sean has done a marvellous job and cut round them, so no one will ever notice.
Yeah, indeed, a little gap round it for expansion.
Yeah.
And movement in the boards, which you get.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gone in nice.
Very nice. Pleased with that.
Lovely.
It's lunchtime on the building site, Dad.
Yeah,
So we're going to have some bacon sandwiches.
that's the job.
And seeing as we've got this little stove in here, instead of getting Mum to cook the bacon and bring it down, we're going to cook it on this. So I've got this cast iron pan that I got off of eBay. It's an old Arga one, and it's a 1940s pan. So it's obviously built to last because it's still in good condition. There we go. Oh, look at that. Right, bacon's all done. Time to take it to the staff room. How's the bacon, Sean? You good? Yep. Cook the old-fashioned way.
Best way.
Yep. So look at this. We've got a floor, and we finished it just here, and we've just come to the staircase now, haven't we, Sean?
We have. That's what we've been after.
Well, I've been finishing off sanding all these joists all morning, so they're all nice and clean. And obviously, look at this. Look how beautiful that is, that oak. And you can just see as it goes into the wall there. That was the original colour. So it's made a big difference. But yeah, we're now about to finish the top of the staircase.
Yeah, just putting the nose in on the top of the riser.
Yeah, and we've come to a bit of a problem. The riser from the staircase, well, it wasn't missing, but it was knackered.
Seen better days.
It's in better days.
Woodworm had had a party there.
Yeah. So we needed a new piece of oak that was the right width to go in this gap, the right length and the right depth to go down behind and sit on the end of these bits of wood here. And it just so happens that I have a piece of wood.
Not just any old.
No, not just, it's a bit tatty, this piece of wood, and it's got a slight bow in it. But this piece of wood comes from the forest at Chateau de la Lande, where Stephanie lives. So Stephanie gave me and Billy some wood from her barn that was actually cut down from her forest. It's oak, and it was milled up, and it stood in her woodshed for years. And me and Billy needed to make some leaves for our dining table here. We couldn't find any oak that matched the colour of the dining table, but Stephanie had some. So we did a trade. We traded some paintings for loads and loads of this wood. And we've just got a couple of little pieces left over. It just so happens that one of them fits at the top of my staircase. So a piece of the Chateau de la Lande forest is going to be in this cottage for well, until someone replaces the staircase, Sean.
Don't look at me.
But I'm just going to put it in now and see how it fits. Right, so I'm just about to put this piece of wood in. As you can see, what is this? Is it the nil post?
Yeah.
The nil post and the joist. The width of this piece of wood is exactly the right. It was meant to be. So we've cut it the right length. There's a bit of a cup in it, but we're hoping that forcing it between these two bits of wood will squash it flat. So I'm going to put a piece of wood on and then just start. Oh, broke. So I just need to get it to oh, it's perfect. So it needs to be flush with the top of this joist, right, Sean?
Right.
Just you wait, I'll get right to the end and it'll drop through. Now there was a damaged piece, but seeing as the step, you know, the top, the
nosing.
the nosing is going to cover that, all you'll see is the front and the back from below, so you won't see that. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Thank you very much, Stephanie Jarvis. Piece of your chateau is going to live in my chateau from now on. So is this the last piece?
This is the last piece.
Sean, I don't know how he's done it, because this piece of wood is actually at an angle to the line that goes through. Oh, if you can see, the line that goes through there is not in line with this. So all of these are not cut 90 degrees. They're cut at a weird, we've no idea what angle it is, but the machine, you set it up, and it's cut them perfectly so that it's just literally perfect all the way along. Apart from they need button up a bit, but
They'll butt up a bit tighter once
Yeah.
we fix them.
right, should we put the last one in
I'm going to give it a go.
and see if it fits? Woohoo! It's perfect. You can't see it, it's really dark in here, I'm afraid, but that is perfect. Look at that. So when you come up the stairs now, past the Lalonde board, well, that's what it will be named from now on. And yeah, up here. Look at this.
Is the boss happy?
Well, don't call me boss. No. The viewers are your boss.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
viewers,
what I meant.
if the viewers are happy, please leave a comment.
Yeah. If they're happy, we're all happy.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit dusty up here and a bit of a mess, but we have a floor now, so... And actually, let me just put this on a wide angle so you can get a better view. Wow. I know the picture quality is not as good, but this room is rather big, actually. Really good. Right, please, I think we should have a cup of tea now, Sean.
I think we've earned it.
Yep. It's pouring hard with rain outside, so let's go out quick.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yep.